finished with 27 points and was his usual self on the defensive side, with a number of steals. His was the kind of all-around performance coaches love to see. It felt like he was a factor in just about every play. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Yeah, I'm with Greg here. It could go either way, maybe a flip of the coin, whether he's exhausted or invigorated after that last performance. We'll see.
Well, you played for, what was it, 6 different teams over your terrific career. We're seeing less and less players remain on the same team for their entire career. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for the game of basketball?
I think it's a thing that just can't be avoided nowadays with the way the contracts and free agency are set up and the way the teams like to maneuver around. One of the things, Kevin, I think that's taken effect is a quick trigger from a lot of the younger owners that the NBA has where they don't have immediate success. They're not willing to go the patient route and wait for guys to develop, wait for guys to see their talent and come to fruition with the team that they're with. And so,
hey, way to put the squeeze on them, guys. Bring it in. Let's talk. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we wanted more than them. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
come by for them, that's for sure. I'd have surrendered too if I was trying to defend against that potent attack.
Now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Pelicans. Pelicans trail by 14. And Holiday kicks to Dedmon. DeRozan brings the double team, and so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Hill. How last month turned out for him, getting around 12 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent, but honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Well, when Davis can get that kind of position down,
Hey,
those
Janine.
looks are pretty much golden.
Holiday against Lord. Rez finishing off the play with the dunk. He won't miss many of those.
Hey, you can just see him psyching himself up after a play like that. Nice slam by Pratt.
Holiday inside the line. And the shot no good, a bit short.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Young with no one around. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
And Holiday kicks to Dedmon. And the call will be against Brad.
I'm France, and I approve that steal. Presidential pardon.
Why aren't you saying anything?
And Moore kicks to Holiday. Knocked loose. Here's Davis. Hits the jump hook. Davis has got 9.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here is 4. He picked up 27 points in the last win against Orlando.
He is very talented offensively, but what really stood out to me was his defense, guys. He was nabbing steals left and right out there. Just did a terrific job of taking advantage of the opposition's lazy play.
Well, of course, 2 Canadian teams were born to the NBA in '95, but back in 2001, the Vancouver Grizzlies became the Memphis Grizzlies, leaving the Toronto Raptors as the sole Canadian survivor.
Well, it's interesting about the Raptors and Grizzlies when they first entered the league. The Grizzlies were actually the team that seemed to be on the track for big things, but lately the tables have really turned.
Yeah, and what's surprising to me is that as we try to appeal to more people in more countries with our game, we still have only one franchise located outside of the U.S., and that's the Raptors. The NBA is seeing a rejuvenation in revenues, but if we want that growth to maximize, we may need to try and broaden our international horizon. And Perez is never bashful about attacking the rack. When he sees space, he sprints towards it.
Holiday against Ford. And Young comes over to help. The dive for the ball. And Perez with a clear path to the hoop. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Davis.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Raptors have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. In the city of New Orleans, still grappling with the legacy of Hurricane Katrina back in 2005.
See, I got 31 points, 4 assists. So, but what's up with y'all? Hey.
Continues to inspire people around this city to great heights. And what the Pelicans have in front of them, Kevin, could really bring a sense of confidence and community to New Orleans. And
What's up?
Anthony Davis has a lot on his shoulders, but could go down as one of the most influential athletes in Louisiana.
Yeah, come on.
Following the score by DeMar DeRozan. And again, no good by New Orleans.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Here's Valanciunas.
Ooh, it's nice.
Bring it in. Take a seat.
So what's up, y'all?
I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Remember, you're my Pippen and you're my Jordan. Finish this game like they will.
What we see in front of us is how players are trying to manage the space, the pace.
Oh, man. Really? What's up with y'all? Why y'all don't do that? Y'all always leave my broadcast. What's up with that?
And how you play.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. Fifth on the list, Justice Young.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never... never wavers.
New Orleans has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. But Julia kicks to Hield. It's stolen by DeRozan. To the paint, but Julia with the steal. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Some changes for New Orleans. Tyreek Evans is checked in for Hield. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now, here is 4. And Galloway pulls it down.
Well, he's usually not up for much physical contact, but that time tried to knife his way in there through the defense and finish at the rim.
Shot to end this cold run. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here is 4. He has 31. The second effort. And Valanciunas with the layup. Valanciunas has got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And Moore kicks to Pachulia. Knocked away. Now, here is 4. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Jared Sullivan checked in for
All right, y'all.
I'm
out the game for a while.
Patrick Patterson. Corey Joseph's checked in for Young. And it's Lowry in for Krabs. Jones checked in for New Orleans. Atayenis comes in for Davis. And here is Moore. Following Kyle Lowry's 3. Evans outside. There's a screen by Atayenis. No good from Moore.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they're getting desperate. They're doing everything they can to stem the tide of this master run.
Those additions are good. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And he makes the first.
Alvin, one of the best in the league at drawing up plays to free up a shooter. He's been doing that his whole career.
Norman Powell's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Well, for New Orleans, shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. They get it back. Jones. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
I mean, the guy just flat out competes, incredibly aggressive on the offensive glass.
He usually leads the league or is right at the top of it in terms of points out of timeouts for coaches.
Well, that sounds like a silly stat, Kevin, but you think about it, when it is that coaches call these timeouts, usually they're either losing momentum or the other team is, and to come back with a play that gives you an efficient, good basket for a score.
Chance effort. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
At the line for your Raptors, Corey Joseph. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, Joseph. Brent, I know you're interested in coaching. You've been approached by several teams in the league. You see some coaches who like to do platoon substitutions, others who prefer to stagger minutes and blend starters with reserves. Put on your coach's hat here for a second. How would you approach that?
Well, I think it has to do with who you have on your team.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way to say I'll be a platooning coach no matter who it is that I have, because your first 5 may be good and your second 5 may be like the guys I play open gym with, and you don't want those guys in the game. So I'm always in favor of keeping one of your main stars on the floor as a conduit and the guy who can keep the rhythm of the offense going, help guys out, establish some confidence, and then swapping those guys out. And then obviously in crunch time, you're putting your best 5 on the floor to go at another team. But a lot of coaches have differing views on that. I love the fact that you can platoon guys. I'm not liking the full sale
5 for 5.
5 for 5 shift change. We won't do that.
Now here is Lowry, following the shot by Evans. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Outside Lowry. Fires the 3. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
We might be in for a career night here, guys. He was solid in the first quarter. He's been even better here in the second.
Evans outside. Outside, Jones. Here's Galloway. Now recovering. Just 5 on the clock. Free throw line jump shot, and it comes off the front of the rim. Toronto's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. 1:09 left in the first half. Joseph the pass to Sullinger. Here's Carroll, right through the knee for the layup.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Moore outside. Evans outside. Screen by Jones. Will it go? The basket good off the assist from Evans. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, after a tough first quarter, it didn't get to him in any way. He's really stepped up here in the second quarter.
And Joseph kicks to Carroll. And Lowry has it in the corner. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Now here's Moore. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Evans kicks to Jones. There's the pick. Shot off the pick. Here's Moore. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Lowry. Joseph dishes to Sullinger. And good. That thing was that time as it falls.
Love to see passes to guys on the move that are on target. They don't break stride.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Raptors out in front, just dominating this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. With me, Coach Alvin Gentry. Coach, how pleased are you with your team's performance so far?
Not very much. We did a poor job of moving the basketball, and then we did a poor job in our transition defense.
Yeah, you have to get back to stop those transition opportunities. Thanks, Alvin. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
We're winning, y'all. This is awesome. And by the way, I'm using the PlayStation VR headset. It's really cool, I'm telling you. Look through.
Guys, nicely done. Where do you guys want to go after the game? Burgers or tacos? I kind of want to go tacos. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot stop us. Do not take your foot off the gas, gentlemen. This is our game. Come!
The evening commute has plenty of people on the move here tonight in Toronto, where we welcome you back to On 2K. Now, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. We're seeing a tremendous game from Brad.
You just love it when the decision-making is at...
Okay, so apparently we're going to have to keep him from making any threes.
It was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Well, showed great discipline and only took good shots. So we'll see if he can keep that decision-making up here in the third.
Inside, it's Patterson by Valanciunas. Young is up there with Prez. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Now here's Davis. Back to Evans. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Wow, great job of getting the and one from Evans. Goes right into the contact.
All right, we're not going to let them get any more shots.
New Orleans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. And Brett, you remember when Anthony Davis came into the league, the only question mark was his slender frame. Those days are over.
Well, when he turned sideways his rookie year, you couldn't find him, but he's put on 30 pounds of muscle and has still retained all of that quickness. So that's a testament to the training staff as well as his discipline and commitment in the offseason to get better. Remember, he's working on that 3-point shot, Kevin. Imagine that when that comes along.
And the call will be against Prez. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, I'm going to have to quit with the fouling.
Young with the steal.
Ooh, okay, Young.
Active on defense, good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure two there.
And there's the 3-second violation. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far.
Well, they say the mid-range game is a dying art form, but after looking at this shot chart, they are injecting a ton of life into it. Whatever space is being offered up to them in the knockdown shots to make the defense pay.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. New Orleans moving it around, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And the Pelicans, since drafting Anthony Davis, have taken an impatient approach, trading away picks for veteran players.
Well, I think they're being somewhat patient. I mean, you got Anthony Davis there, and so that's going to invite some players who become free agents to play alongside Kevin, a star that's going to create easier opportunities as he gets better. Moving forward, though, you have to consider whether they've tapped out the upside of their roster.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, he has more than enough strength to fight through the D and convert that one. I'm surprised he came up short there.
Picked by Pachulia. Shot off the screen. Toronto grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Ford, and finish off by Prez.
And that's all Prez. Cutting into the defense on the drive and then completing the dump there in style.
And Holiday kicks to Pachulia. Doubled by Ford. And Holiday has it in the corner. Jacks up a 3, and the Pelicans miss again. Raptors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Young pass to Patterson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Patterson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pachulia dishes to Moore. Lets it go with a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Moore's got 5 points now this quarter.
The defense slacked off a little bit. Probably didn't think he would take that one, but he made him pay.
Ford against Holiday. Young for 3. Good. And a nice assist from Ford. Ford's got assist number 5 here tonight. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Davis kicks to Evans. He gets it in there. Evans has got 13.
Is that a lounge chair or is that the post in the NBA? Evans showing how comfortable he is down low.
Young pass to Ford. Back to Young. 6 to shoot. Shoots a 3. Again, Young missing.
It's tough. His shot's been off today. Luckily, his team still has the edge in the game so far.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Holiday against Ford. Holiday with the defensive effort. New Orleans gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Prez brings the double team. Holiday dishes to Evans. Back to Holiday. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
And so far, he has not had his usual effort in this one, and it's really hurting the team.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. The tray. Toronto grabs the miss. Young's got 6 rebounds in the game. And you know that's going to be goaltending action, so that's a pretty basket right there.
Almost got to that shot in time. Just a split second late there. Caught it just barely on its way out.
The Raptors making a switch here. Ross is checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Pachulia. Hield comes in for each one more. And Mason Galloway subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Ooh, good eyes. Found the open man and delivered an accurate pass.
Now Ford. He's got 36. Screened by Valanciunas. And Young kicks to Ford. Back to Young. Ford up top. Young outside. Leveski good off the assist from Ford. Ford's got 6 assists now in the game.
And really, Young is never going to pass up a catch-and-shoot opportunity. He's remarkably efficient with those kinds of shots.
Puts up a 3. Galloway, no good. Toronto's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Again, Young missing.
Ill-advised shot there.
And he knows it. Got locked into scoring mode. Couldn't pull it back.
And it's Evans in the corner from deep. That shot, no good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And no doubt in my mind, the overriding factor in that game was their huge edge on the backboard.
That wasn't even close. All 5 guys crashing the boards at both ends of the
Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Alright, y'all. I'm back. Hold on. Okay, here we go, y'all.
Simply controlled the glass.
Now here's Heald following the miss by Perez.
Yeah, watching Heald shoot is quite astonishing. He does a great job of establishing his feet as a foundation for his three-point shot.
Now here is Ford. He is averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offenses.
I hate when they do that. Block me from doing my dunks.
His last 2 games, exceptional. First in scoring, first in steals, and such a great distributor and decision maker among the top 10 in assists per game.
What a contribution at the line so far, going 10 for 10.
And how about the job he's done at the free throw line?
Wow.
Raptors making a change.
Oh, wow.
Just checked in.
And you got to give credit to Perez there. Puts forth a lot of energy on both ends of the floor.
That free throw good from Sullinger.
Come on, man. One more shot.
That one misses. Here's Valanciunas.
Oh, wow.
There, they just couldn't get it to fall.
Well, he's a great finisher around the rim, but some stellar defense there stopped that from happening.
Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Ross. New Orleans moving it around. Evans. The shot from the low post is good. Evans has got 15.
We love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
Ford gets to Young.
Wait, we need.
Now, here is Ford. D right on him. Raptors need to get a shot. Good score there coming from some smart passing by Orange Juice.
Perez knew what Young was thinking, and boy, was the setup perfect.
Evans outside. This is the heel. Hooked away. But they get it back. Here's Davis, and Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Here's Ford. You look at that two-man play to Young.
Well, you know Young likes to get the ball to Perez when he can, and he found him in a good spot.
And the foul called on Justice Young. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Toronto. Damari Carroll's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Levens comes in for Young. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Perez. And New Orleans also making a change. Jones is checked in. There's Galloway. Lowry covering. Galloway kicks to Evans. Inside. From 10. No good off the back of the rim.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. It is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
Yeah, he's in a rhythm in the best way. You have to stay up in his chest, or he's just going to ruin you from deep.
I'm sure will change. Shot clock at 6. Dedmon. Jones, the pass to Hield. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Raptors have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Ross kicks to Carroll. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Carroll's got his second basket of the night.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
1 through 12, it's been a total team effort. Guys giving their all on both ends of the floor, and you can see that reflected on that scoreboard.
There's Galloway. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see the score is what it is.
Now here's Levin.
And from distance, no less. What an amazing pass.
Oh, wow.
Not as long an alley-oop pass as you're going to see. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Jones. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Here's Levens. And it's on the rim, but couldn't fall for him. And New Orleans pushing it now. Evans outside. Feeds it to Dedmon.
Come on, guys. Let's go with that defense.
5 to shoot.
Hold them. Just hold your hands up. Hands up.
New Orleans needs to get off a shot.
Hit D.
He just doesn't seem to be himself shooting the ball right now, guys. Just looks a tad bit uneasy, and that's affecting the result.
Now here is Lowry. 14 points for him. And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Powell, he's checked in for Toronto. Joseph comes in for Levens. New Orleans also making some changes. Madiunas is checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Drew Holiday in for Tyreek Evans. That free throw good from Sullinger. The Pelicans shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Outside Holiday. The pass to Hield. There's a screen by Holiday. The dish to Galloway. Cracks in the tray. Galloway's got his first 3 points of the game.
Simply taking advantage there of the defense. An easy look for him. And you love the story of Buddy Hield. Grew up in a very rough neighborhood off 8 Mile Rock in the Bahamas.
Ooh, god dang, we killing him.
Humble upbringing. He made his own basketball hoops out of plywood and plastic crates when he was a kid.
And so here is New Orleans following Kyle Lowry's 3. Screen by Jones, off the screen, and Modiunas picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
But his offense just has not been there tonight, and he needs to step up his game because there's still time to recover.
Needs one more. He's checked in for New Orleans. Lowry against Howard. That one goes in.
Oh. Killing him. We killing him.
One of hard work in overcoming adversity. He seems Brett like a great fit for New Orleans.
You know, for them to go out and get a ready-made shooter and scorer on the wing, who also has a bit of flair to himself and certainly some positivity, Hield checks a lot of boxes.
Here's Hield after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Moore with the bucket.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Powell kicks to Carroll. Pass to Powell. A 3 ball.
Oh, that's even better. I knew that was going to happen.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here.
Coach need to go ahead and put us back in the game.
And here is Moore. 11 points in the game. There's a screen by Modiunas. Holiday inside the line.
Oh,
and it's New
okay, never mind.
Scoring again.
As the ball swung to Holiday, he did not think twice, and he let it go. Once he caught it, pass, creating rhythm. Defense not anticipating that.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. It's the Raptors running away with it. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
Forget about the score and let's compete. Just compete. That's all. Not that hard to do now.
Without worrying about what's led up to this point, Alvin Gentry trying to refocus his players' efforts.
Yeah, I mean, dwelling on the point differential at this point isn't going to fix anything. But all 5 guys giving maximum effort, that might be a cure-all for a whole lot.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Holiday and Hield team up in the backcourt. Modiunas out there with Pachulia, and it's Hield and at the small forward.
Just pass it.
Here's Sullinger. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Hield gets to Modiunas.
That's going to be so crazy, y'all.
A baseline J. Almost.
Ooh, nice.
The Raptors shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Joseph dishes to Sullinger. On that bucket in no time.
Yes, there we go. We killing it.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime after sort of wandering around in the first. He's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
Now here's Hield. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And Brett, when you
I hope Coach put us back, put me and Warm just back in the game because I'm ready to get going.
In the college game that you noticed, in the first month or so as a pro.
When you step into an NBA practice gym and you watch a small forward or a power forward spot up and shoot 18-footers, you can immediately see the talent level and skill level difference between every college player and what the NBA player offers up. These are pros who get the job done, and you see it immediately.
Well, they always talk about the
Here we
speed.
go. I'm back in the game.
The difference in the speed level from college to pro.
Well, speed, strength, size, intellect. Tell me when you want me to stop.
But skill is at the top for you.
The skill of the big men is something that you can immediately see and is decidedly different between college and the NBA.
Great answer.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
No doubt. His success converting around the rim is largely due to the one thing he does better than most, and that is fly.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And great, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Now, here is Ford. Back to Young. And it's Perez, top of the key. And Sullinger kicks to Ford. It's stolen by Hill. Baseline jumper. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Well, sometimes coaches just
Okay, we keep turning the ball over. It's crazy.
Blocking shots. Something like that won't show up in the stat sheet, but it's just as important. Trust me, coach.
All right, I'm just have to take the game into my own hands.
And with the pass, puts him in great position to score.
Young in the corner, tries a three. The best
Boom.
assist from Ford. Right, baby. Ford's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Healed with it. Now guarded by Prez. Doubled by Ford. Kicks it to Devin. He feeds it to Heel. Right wing. Pocket Ford. Achille the pass to Holiday. Count the basket. Holiday's got 19 points.
Well, the defense was all over Holiday there, but shooting window was open.
For Toronto, they've gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Holiday against Ford. Tries it from 9. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. New Orleans making a switch here. Galloway is checked in. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Stolen. Got a piece of it. Ford with the steal. A finish. And finished off by Prez.
Get out of your hammock and you can go crazy around Prez. Just so active on defense. Always looking to swipe that ball away.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And Young comes over to help. Knocked away. No good on the triple. The Pelicans shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. They get the rebound. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time. So
Okay, we're gonna have to take our time, slow the timer, kill the time.
They are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, but the show ain't helping them catch up.
Intentional fouling. Brent, we've talked a bit about it. Should the league do to take steps to cut down and impact the player strategies that seem to be more in vogue now than ever before?
Of course, we always say just go up and make your free throws, big guys. But I think strategically there could be something done with the league, Kevin.
Orange juice.
That rule very, very interesting. I've always thought that if the player, as a center or whoever it is you're going to foul, stays in the backcourt and never enters the possession, he can't be fouled. When he enters the front court, then you can foul him and hold him to free throw line. So what you're doing essentially, taking a poor free throw shooter and having to play 4-on-5 for a possession if you're willing to keep him on the floor. And from a strategy standpoint, I think it would make it very interesting.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Toronto. Good on both. And still a big wish list item for Commissioner Silver, creating a 2 years out of high school requirement for players coming into the NBA.
It's going to be interesting, Kevin. I'm all for anybody to do it as soon as you possibly can. But for the good of the league, for the product as a whole, I think 2 years in college would be a great rule for our league. It will save coaches time from teaching these young players how it is to be a pro and to play the pro game.
And the second free throw, good. For Toronto, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Here's Sullinger, scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Well, the shooting percentage is excellent so far, and without him, they might not have the lead like they do now.
Healed, and he banks in the layup. Heald's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, for guards who are young players in the NBA, finishing around the rim is always a focus at this level. Nice job by Hield there.
And Young kicks to 4. wiped away. To the left side wing. Fires for three. Healed, can't hit. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Young dishes to four. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Galloway, guarded by Ford.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
And I saw a study recently, Brent, that home court advantage isn't what it used to be.
The home court advantage is about a point to a point and a half. I read that very same article, Kevin. So it's interesting.
You sent it to me. You remember that? You sent that article.
Oh, you read the things I said.
Of course I do. You said right.
That's a first. That's a first. So what I like about it, Kevin, is the fact that the three-point line is really changing that huge disparity between what it is that a home court advantage used to be and what it is now. Still vitally important, I think, for young teams throughout the course of the regular season to get themselves in a position to have home court advantage. As slight as it might be, it is still one.
So it's Toronto. The Pelicans make their last. And the shot goes in. Oh, what a game it's been for both parts of Orange Juice, showing exactly why they are so deadly.
And Perez and Young have both been putting up numbers here, feeding off each other's energy. Just great team basketball.
They really did a nice job of getting the ball into an area where good things tend to happen, and they did.
With the teardrop, he lays it in.
See, Perez.
51.
How about that gorgeous floater there? Perez just so effective when he goes with that shot.
Healed with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Healed kicks to Deadman. Knocks it loose. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. Finish there at the rim from Young.
While not the most polished player on offense, you can bet he will attack beyond.
New Orleans has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Healed. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. You can hear the chants for Orange Juice, and they've earned it. Fantastic stuff.
Hey guys, even fans of the opposing team have to appreciate the great play they've seen the He is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
The Raptors making a switch here. Addison's checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Matiunas is checked in for Pachulia. Sullinger, no good on the free throw. Now when some things go wrong, Brent, with a team, you often hear about a players-only meeting. I'm sure you've been through a couple of those. What exactly goes on in those meetings?
It's always interesting the location of some of those meetings,
Really?
Kevin, I can tell you. Yeah, depending on if you're at home or if you're on the road, you're going to cram 14 7-footers into room 605 and have a discussion and a heart-to-heart talk about where your season is headed. It's interesting to hear sometimes who speaks up in those meetings. Everybody's looking towards the star player, the guy that carries the most load, but sometimes the most impressive voice and the one that has the most impact can come from some strange places, some interesting places and with interesting perspective.
Is it only relegated to bad teams, or have you been on good teams that have had players-only meetings?
I've had both, Kevin, and it's interesting when teams are having some success and call a players-only meeting, how much you get down to the details of what your season represents. If it's a bad team, we're talking about, reestablishing the entire civilization of what's going on around you. But on a really good team, it could be about something very, very specific to your offense, to your defense, or your approach to the games that you want to just put.
All right, y'all, let me check out the game stats. Whoa, 53 points. That's it. Wow. Man,
Clear up because there are greater things at stake.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And Healed is a player who you love to see take trips to the free throw line as consistent as he is there.
With the ball. From 7, Healed can't hit.
Fantastic team defensive effort there. They made him uncomfortable taking that inside look, and it showed in the release.
Now, here is 4. It's It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver mentioned at some point they'll look at potentially expanding the NBA draft to 3 rounds. He's done that before in 1988. That's been about 6, 7 months. That's a long time ago. Should the league go back to a 3-round draft?
Why not?
How about some of these names deep in the second round? These are kids that get cut immediately.
Well, you don't have to watch it, Kevin, but it'd be good for the league
But
to
we
have
love
3
the league,
rounds.
so of course you're watching.
Yeah, and you know, you think about the hundreds of potential players that can make the NBA, certainly be on a summer league roster so that the teams can evaluate them over the next 3 months before the NBA season gets started. So why not 3 rounds?
Here's Ford, following the score by New Orleans. And Modiunas picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Powell kicks to Ford. He dishes it to Patterson. Shoots from the baseline. Here's Sullinger. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
And it's a result of the defense not doing its job in the low post, boxing out and preventing second chance points.
Now, here is Ford. He's tightly guarded, battles through traffic and lays it in.
Love the attention Prez has down in the paint, not letting anyone throw him off.
To the inside. Galloway with the bucket. Galloway has got 10 points here in the second half.
A nice pass in close quarters. Sometimes those can be tricky.
Young left side. We've heard a lot of talk around the league about the strain of the regular season. Brent, 82 games, putting a strain with the back-to-backs of 4 games in 5 nights.
I'm getting tired of you just talking about it, Kevin.
I'm tired of saying
exhausted.
it. So what's the solution?
I really think that the preseason only needs to be 4 games. You could also do something, Kevin, with regards to training camp where you'd have players in their first through 4 seasons come in for 10 days prior to the veterans coming into camp, the 4 preseason games, and then you're ready to go. So the NBA now, with their 22 affiliations with NBA D-League teams, have the opportunity for those guys to get in shape and learn the system going in between the Big Ball Club and the D-League. But I think a shorter preseason schedule is on the horizon.
Excellent thoughts.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Raptors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off. But beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for the pros.
Played some very persistent defense up and down the court tonight, keeping the pressure on throughout the entire game. And let's be honest, they could not handle it. It rattled them. It resulted in a lot of turnover.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Well, doing things the right way and not letting up. Straight attack.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. He kicks it to Young. Now, here is Ford. Defense is right there. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
I just love the tenacity that Prez displays, going straight into the heart of the D there and drawing it back.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Outside Hill. Here's Galloway. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on a dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. Helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
There he is.
Yo, Brett. Ernie and the guys in the studio want to talk to you.
All right, let's get it.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Prez.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Kenny. I mean, that was one of the most dominant performances I've seen this year. I have to say that. It was incredible. Now, how'd you get in that kind of zone?
I don't think it was really about me at all, man. I think it was about our team coming out and executing our game plan. Look, Coach drew up some great sets for us, and we happened to pull them off. I was just the main benefactor when it came to finishing off the plays.
Yeah, you were the main benefactor, but somebody's got to deliver, and you did tonight, young man.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, spectacular, just great. I mean, see you.
Good night.
Alright, y'all. Thank you for joining. And I'll be back on later on tonight to finish the next game. Peace.